Remember the old saying, you are what you eat? Well, today more and more, consumers are thinking carefully about what they're eating. Concerns regarding health, the environment, and animal welfare have all caused substantial growth to the organic food industry. Today, we'll be talking to some local organic farmers who are on the front lines of this growth, and they're right in our own backyards, literally.
The biggest thing with local, you have an opportunity to learn about the farmers themselves and what their growing practices are. We don't require our growers to be certified organic, but we do require that they follow organic principles. That it has to be sustainably grown. And with buying local, not only do you have an opportunity to come in and talk to the farmers when they're delivering during the week and ask about their growing practices and how they raise their animals and all of that, but it also boosts the local economy. We actually had one of our farmers call a couple of weeks ago just to say thanks for bringing them into the store, because being in the store is helping them to grow and reach more markets. So it's an immediate local impact. It's not like, you're shopping at a big chain store and then the trickle-down effect is, when those employees spend money and, when they give back to the community, it's immediate. As soon as you spend that dollar on a tomato, that dollar, 90 cents of that dollar goes back to the farmer, and they immediately use it to either support themselves, to grow their own farm, so it keeps the money local, which means for every dollar you spend, it's immediate, powerful local impact, not just a trickle-down effect 2 or 3 years down the road. So buying local boosts the local economy as well as helping our friends and our neighbors. These are all farmers that live around us. These are our neighbors.
We know that the kale that we eat, the collard greens haven't been sprayed, the peaches haven't been sprayed, the grapes, the tomatoes. When you look around, you see that, and when you taste, it's different. It tastes so good, but it's free of chemicals. You can just come in here now and eat that kale, and you don't have to worry about it. But you can't do that any place else. And it looks like it's a lot of grass around, but that's what you want to see on an organic farm. You don't want to see everything bare, because we do not, and we will not as long. And that's part of keeping this land so that it'll be here, healthy land and healthy water for many generations.
This is all that you see here in the background is used to be clear-cut land that we have restored into a working farm. Working meaning 7 days a week and 16-hour days. I think that's what that translates into when you hear people say they have a working farm. I was living in a subdivision, and I wanted my kids to learn what it was like to be outside, working outside, the responsibility of taking care of animals, and hearing leaf blowers going constantly, and not being able to use the sun to dry my clothes on the clothesline was just, I grew up on land and a farm, and we had a garden, and using natural resources like the sun to dry our clothes, and I needed that again. It was in my soul, and something I couldn't separate from my life, so here I am. If every person in South Carolina spent $5, it would bring $1.2 billion of revenue to our state. So that small farms like mine, we count on the public to keep them going, and hopefully they understand the importance of having small farms like this, and even driving by and letting their kids see some lambs out in the field.
We're caretakers of the land. I don't feel that we own this land. It is loaned to us, and we're going to use it, and then we're going to pass it on. And then they would pass it on. And that was the idea of what my mother and father wanted for the farm that they left.